is up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And finally brought down at the 43. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
43-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Devin Bush gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Now Sam Sloman is on the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Their own 24-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
10 at the 41.
That certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun, it's Hurts. Back to Brown, this time complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult, but when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Hurts.
His passing's been on point.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide that they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
He got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 43.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 15 carries, 62 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100.
He's got daylight. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score.
Touchdown.
Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Turns this to the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
As the Rams offense comes back out, here is the NFC playoff picture coming into the weekend. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team. Far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for. And remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Throwing is Hurts. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DK Metcalf with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Rams are once again going to retake the lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The offense trots back out there. Let's turn our focus now to Nick Chubb. And, Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team thus far.
Yes, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines. Now will they continue to do it? And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
Complete to number 8.
Big play there for the Broncos on third. And even 50 yards.
Denver.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
2nd and 9 at the 20-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down.
Chubb again the ball carrier.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
From the gun, it's Tua. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling.
And that's caught inside the 35. Oh, my. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. 76 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They toss it left side to Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
3 yards.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. DJ Chark, 78 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, Those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Tua sets up to pass it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Open man is Sims. He's got it. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
Complete to Steven Sims.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And he will find his big tight end over the middle. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. His pass caught at the 4. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown.
Denver.
Nick Chubb with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos draw a bit closer.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Taking it about the 1. And they're going to get this across the 20, but not much further, as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, DK Metcalf, as the first half is winding down. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
His kick.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
36-yard line.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And he's got his man on the out route. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to number 87.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to pass. Tua. On the pressure from the Rams defense. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Tua, a final shot before half. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Number 6.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. O'Shane Ximines just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. He's got his man on the crossing route. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 21 yards away. And the Rams add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
A fairly short kick from the 14. Oh, good return up past the 30.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after him early.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know.
And the Broncos get there and take him down.
Jalen Hurts.
DeForest Buckner make that now. Eight sacks for him on the season.
The 20-yard line.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Hurts to throw. That incomplete. He finds Sharp. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. DJ Chark, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Rams add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
Now
whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Broncos about set to go on offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second.
They had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Daniil Hunter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Negates a pretty decent punt return.
And the goal is to get a first down on a punt return, which is 10 yards. This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
But first down, Hurts. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Hurts pass.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And now the throw taken in by Chark. Past the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. DJ Chark, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 11 on the year. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. These have been no picnic for him so far. He's missed 2, but this one is good.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
33-yard line.
And that is going to do it. for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Devin Bush able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Tua on fourth down. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. On fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air.
He's got him in, complete. The 20, 10. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Marquise Brown, 82 yards. And the Rams have got it on cruise control.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
6-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's second and 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Number 87.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
Tagovailoa going for it on fourth down. Open man here, Sims, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
First down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's out to Chubb, complete. 20! And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Rams take over first.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Well, look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Lutz with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
To kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now this one is running back out of the backfield. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. 2 and a throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to sack back at the 16-yard line. Daniil Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And it'll be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And now look at him go. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And the pass falls incomplete. So 5 seconds remaining now in this first half. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Left side, it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for LA, the win pushes their record now to 11-2 on the year.